Bring this game, man. I'm about to play this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything else you need in there? I'm about to lock in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League
send me
is
the
on
little
the air.
thing for mine.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Toronto Thunderbirds.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
I got to do it for the squad.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Toronto. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Ross. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Looking to throw. Ross. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. With success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go, huh?
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Now they try the right side
that should have been a tackle.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Ross. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I always love the opening game of the season. And for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Steps away to it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the ball comes loose.
Let's go.
A call it Walker skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Ross now, off play action. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Block that nigga good.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
That's crazy. This was unblockable.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Thunderbirds nothing.
This nigga might be unblockable.
Play action. Now Wilson. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
At the 45.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Wilson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
You got beat up by safety.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53.
Do your thing, boy.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ross. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw is Ross. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Thunderbirds 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
39-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let him know. Check. Crack now. Well.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wilson now to throw on third down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only have the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Ross. That one complete to Joe Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Ross. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
Wilson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Check that, switch. Watch safety creep, Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
They'll run with Samuels, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Ross. He'll get this to Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was taken.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ross. He'll get that complete to Reed. Room here to run. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Thunderbirds 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 36 power.
To throw again, Wilson, and that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Wilson airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Ross. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. That's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. This is Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Now 3rd and 13.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Joker. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check Mike.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
14. First down, Los Angeles.
Here's Ross off the play fake. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Thunderbirds 17.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know. Like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Boy, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Toronto Thunderbirds.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Ball game. Got action.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Toronto. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go, boys.
There, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Come on, man.
This nigga got
Here's
down.
second and 7.
This is trash. We can't even play the game, man.
Nigga, he about to restart his shit, man. So y'all just gotta hold up.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never flow like this. Two seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's built private. I might just.
Who got in there? Who got that money already?
Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the world still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I quote it again and again.
D up, Tampa.
I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30.
Yeah.
You in the
You get the money.
either you rolling or rolling the dust. You ready for what?
Get the money, Tampa. Let's go.
Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top.
We got money coming, baby.
I had to tighten the plan.
We got the money coming, baby.
We did a lot for the wins.
Man, I'm trying to play my game, man. This nigga got me missing the game. I'm trying to play my game. Cuz she done kicked us 2-3 times.
I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
The leg game shouldn't count. Unless it's a pick. Wow. Y'all need y'all answers with 3rd and 15 from the end zone. Just waiting for the reboot, y'all. We gonna have some action in a minute. I don't know if these the headphones that speak on it or not, man.
And that's really the key when it comes to playing against Devontae Adams. He's going to get his catches. He's a big part of this offense, of course. The most heavily targeted guy percentage-wise of any player in the NFL.
And so when he makes the catch, then you've got to be able to get him to the ground. Teams have been able to do that at times well, but Carlton Davis just not able to make a play on him. Rodgers 5 for 5 to start his day. Makes the handoff out to his left, Tugget lowers his shoulder into Murphy Bunting and gets 5. Tugget is a former quarterback, wide receiver in college at Indiana State. Matt LaFleur told us a couple times he was just different when he came back and got to camp this year. He's 11 touchdown catches. 52 passes on 59 targets, and that is a fast moving. 7-0 Buccaneers on top. The NFC Championship.
Come on, guys. Yeah, we can play later, man. Actually, we can't, man. I'm going to sleep. Fuck that. We gotta shut down that running back. They ain't got a cold ass running back. They ain't gonna look at this. Cold ass motherfucker. He's gonna put the ball there. Not deep, though.
I done made it by the moon and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. Shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chance coming in like a pair of Nikes.
This motherfucker here is cold, though. We gonna watch it till it's 10 minutes. Okay, so we gotta play this one. This one get to the opponent, did it? We gonna come cherried up, man. Fuck it. We gonna come cherried up. Fuck it. It's ugly, but fuck it. Never do this.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow, soon as I snap, hit in the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, mother the shoe,
nigga. I think we just hit for the motherfucking money. Hey, my nigga. I think we just hit for the motherfucking money. Get the goddamn money. Hit me up, nigga. Let me know we hit, cuz. Hit me the fuck up, nigga. Tap my line, cuz. Say winner, nigga. Goddamn. Who in the fuck scored for the Bucks, though? Hey, Rod, a cold ass nigga.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago. Here
Thunderbirds
it is.
field,
it's
man.
Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Toronto Thunderbirds. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Toronto.
Blow some shit up.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ross, off play action. And his first pass is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the two.
Man, we ain't going to be able to play. You got hella people playing hella Xboxes and PlayStation in the same house. If you niggas ever played this nigga before, and how do you fall? That shit crazy.
This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for
scared. No, he didn't. Ooh. 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 That's LSU. That's LSU Fournette. He said nigga slept on him. He's ready. He gonna send it or what?
They say call and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a time you create where there ain't no love. They don't know my name. I can do the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I can do the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge trust in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on in your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage. Way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I can do the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I can do the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I can do the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I can do the
Good, man. What? Alright, what's up? Why didn't we? Why didn't we? God damn, I told you, I said that's easy money. I said that's easy money, right? Fuck, man, why didn't, man, you should have said, nigga, this is too easy. We should have doubled up. All that other shit up, motherfucker. Damn. I told you Mike Evans for the money. Nigga. Alright, what we do is let's we might fuck around and do it the next game too, huh? The next game too.
I ain't gonna lie, try it, man. Them motherfuckers that shit want to highlight this.
It's the National
Hey, fuck them
Football League
niggas, man.
presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare
Nah, I'm
of
cool. Give me all that. I'm good. Fuck that. You take that. Hey, man.
Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is
I might think about it. Hey, I'm about to play this nigga again, man. This shit done cut off like 6 times, man.
And the Toronto Thunderbirds.
I don't know, man. The nigga keeps saying it's booting him.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started.
Shit, I'm gonna run it one more game, man. See what happened with it.
Fielded in the end zone.
I fuck with you in the hot one.
Back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
I might have to change my playbook now, though. Shit, we done ran this shit 18 times.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Operating from the gun, Ross. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Let's go.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 4th and 13. From the gun, Ross.
Hey, make a play. Make a play. Get your ass, Murph. Get your ass, Murph. Let's go. Town business. What?
At the 30-yard line.
Yeah, please. That's town business. Get your ass on that ball, boy. Yucky sauce.
One thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
I don't want that.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position.
Now watch it. When I take off on them, the game's gonna cut off, man. Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm looking to punish him first play.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Oh, you got D? 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, baby. Need turnover. Get that ball.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
4th and goal.
So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Ross looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ross. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
At their own
on the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Ross now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Ross looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Ross trying to force it to Allen, and it's And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
14, 14, let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the gun, Wilson. This one caught by Ridley. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 47 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
A 3-yard.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ross finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Ross. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
12 yards there and a first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Ross escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Ross dancing to his left. And he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 16. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
The kicker on for the extra point.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now Wilson on first down. That one complete to Hill. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. What we got?
Again, it's Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
57 Mike 57.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
On
line.
1st and 10, it's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simon. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
On the play.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 31 yards. yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Chargers.
From the gun, Ross. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ross. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Chargers first down.
Operating from the gun. Ross. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete to Austin Eckler.
11 more on that one and another first down.
At the 8-yard line.
And the Chargers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift to your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
21-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Oh, yeah.
Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Ross. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. It's Thunderbirds 31, Chargers 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
To throw is Ross. Throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here's Ross. Going to throw again. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Chargers.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with the blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Ross. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Ross. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds. Go. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 50 seconds, Mike. 40. Check the time.
Wilson to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown.
Keenan Allen, 50 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Good. Makes the score Thunderbirds 31, Chargers 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Wilson gets this one to Hill. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Witherspoon on the coverage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So plenty of smiles for the